The alcoholic can be set free. The drug addict can be set free. The gambler can be set free. Those who are living in promiscuous lifestyles can be set free. Those with burden and grief of sin, those in pain and suffering and anguish and loneliness can be set free. But without knowing who He is and the power of His resurrection, you're in deep trouble. We rode through Flagstaff. We got up early for us. It was 11 o'clock for y'all. We got up at 8 o'clock in the morning, went out, and it was 11 o'clock. It was almost lunchtime for y'all. So we rode, and the first day we rode out there, and we're in a nice heated vehicle, right? And it's kind of cool that morning. Got my coat on. There's a man walking downtown with this bed on his back. Old man, his breeches was tied with a strap, a rope or something. You could tell he hadn't washed. And so we pass him by, and I see him, and you know, the Bible tells us to have compassion, right? Don't have a cold heart. Be compassionate. And so I saw him, and my heart went out to him, and we were en route, and it was on the different side of the road than we were on, that kind of thing. So we ease up on into Wendy's and get something to eat. So I'm warm, I'm clean, and I got me some good greasy grocery, and I'm ready to start my day. And I look at that man, and we're on the side of the road, and I wanted to get over there, but we didn't. Okay, we went on. But that thing bothered me all day long. All day long it bothered me. So next morning we got up, and I said, we're going back and get breakfast again. If I see that man, I'm going to do the right thing, whatever I got to do. So there he come, had his covers on his back, and they were dirty covers too. Dirty covers, he was nasty. So I got up and I walked up to him. I said, sir, and he's kind of standoffish, right? And I said, sir, I'd just like to talk to you a minute. I said, I want to give you a piece of money. He said, I don't need no money. I got money. I said, well, sir, I'd like to talk to you about Jesus. He said, I don't care nothing about that crap. Took off walking. Now, you talking about busting my bubble, shooting my balloon. I said, man, here I am, heartbroken of the condition of this man, and he's exactly where he wants to be. And he cares nothing about the cross. So this morning, if he was allowed, if God was gracious to him, and he woke up, the resurrection means absolutely nothing to him. The cross means nothing to him because he doesn't believe in Jesus, the death, the burial, the resurrection, none of it. He's happy living in the conditions he's living in. Everything with him is just fine. And it's, to me, miserable. I pray this morning that you decided that you didn't want to live another day with your sin, with shame and despair. You didn't want to do it your way because your way is not going to work. Your way leads to hell and destruction. But I pray this morning that you've humbled yourself before the Lord and you identify exactly with who He is and what He's done for us, is doing, and will do. Okay? Galatians 4:4 says, but when the fullness of time was come, God sent forth His Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. Romans 1, chapter 1, verses 3 and 4 says, as Paul is addressing the crowd, concerning His Son, Jesus Christ our Lord, which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh, and declared to be the Son of God with power, according to the Spirit of holiness, by the resurrection of the dead. It's amazing how they associate the resurrection of the dead with power. I can imagine if you were a witness at the tomb of Lazarus when Jesus walked up there and He said, show me where he's laid. Lord, by this time he stinketh, right? And Jesus has already told Martha, I am the resurrection, right? And all eyes are anticipating. The doctor couldn't get him out of there. The politician couldn't get him out of there. The Pharisee couldn't get him out of there. The love of his two sisters couldn't get him out of there. The tears and weeping of the whole community couldn't get him out there. But when